Hi there, my name's Dave Young, and this is my video application for the SSI Fellowship for the 2023 cohort. So first of all, I want to set the scene by telling you a little bit about myself and my history, and then I'm going to pitch to you my proposal for leveraging the SSI Fellowship. So I am a research software engineer at the Astrophysics Research Centre in Queens, and this is my true identity. This is what I do in my day-to-day job, but my institution doesn't recognise RSE as a valid career path, so I have a secret identity as a postdoc. And like every good software hero, I have an origin story that I would like to share with you. So it all started back in 2004 on my MSci master's project, where I was asked to use some Fortran 77 code to model the detection of a quantum particle. And this was my theoretical physics master's project and my first experience of programming. Then for a year, I helped found a not-for-profit coffee shop near Queens. In 2005, I applied for and was accepted onto the astrophysics PhD program, where I was to help discover and to follow up supernovae. So one of the first projects I was involved with was simulating the number of supernovae that various telescope surveys would discover. And then 2 years into my PhD, my supervisor asked if I would take a year out of PhD to be employed by him to develop the Pan-STARRS Transit Classification Server. So this Pan-STARRS was a new survey that was coming online, and it was going to be a mountain of data was going to come through as it did, and we needed the software capability to weed out the objects that we were interested in. So in 2009, I completed my PhD and worked as a postdoc for a couple of months. But that is when the recession really hit hard, and the science budget in the UK was cut dramatically, and postdocs were found unemployed, as I was. I tried my hand at high school teaching. I trained as a high school teacher and taught for a while, and also I went back and managed the coffee shop that I'd helped found a few years ago because it was struggling through the recession. But then in 2012, my old PhD supervisor emailed me and asked if I would consider reapplying and coming back as a software developer for the group, which I did, and I was successful. And then I entered the dubious world of acronyms with all the projects that I started to become involved with. The first was the Public ESO Spectroscopic Survey for Transient Objects, or PESTO. I built the infrastructure for this consortium of a couple hundred astronomers following up different supernovae. We use the Asteroid Terrestrial Impact Last Alert System to chase gravity waves and their visible counterparts. And I'm also involved as the infrastructure lead for another consortium of a couple hundred astronomers of the electromagnetic counterparts of gravitational wave sources at the Very Large Telescope, or NGRAVE. I'm the lead developer of the SOX data reduction pipeline. So SOX is the Son of X Shooter spectroscopic instrument that's due to be installed on the New Technology Telescope in Chile next year. And finally, I'm involved with LASER. It's a collaboration between the University of Edinburgh and Queen's to build a platform to distribute and filter the tens of millions of alerts that will come from the Vera Rubin Observatory when it's switched on in the next couple of years. So throughout my career, I've been involved with working with many master's students and PhD students providing software training and carpentry workshops, and I recently got my accreditation as an instructor. I'm often consulted on best practices by many different software groups around the world and helping them to use my code and helping them to write better code. So that is where I am at in my career at the minute. I've got many GitHub repositories, much code to maintain, and many more projects to develop. So I think you will agree that I've earned my badge, my RSE badge. And here are my various contact details and handles from around the web. So why should I tell you about my origin story? Well, it's not out of megalomania or because I think I'm unique or special, but exactly the opposite. Within Queen's staff, there are many RSEs hiding in plain sight. Queen's has over 2,400 academic staff, and if only 2% of those are identified as RSEs, that's nearly 50 people hiding in plain sight that are RSEs. And this is where my fellowship plan comes in. I plan to bring these people together to form the QUB RSE group. This would be the first of its kind in Northern Ireland, and immediately provides us with a platform and the visibility within Queen's staffing bodies. It provides us with a local community and the support that brings. I'd be able to evangelise the SSI and the carpentries within that community We could organise cross-faculty training workshops and eventually campaign for an RSE career path within Queen's. So here is my cunning plan to start. In the next couple of weeks, I plan to meet with 4 other RSEs that I've identified within Queen's to get the ball rolling. Then we can start consulting with the regional RSE group special interest group for help and support in setting up the group. Eventually, I hope to form a registered society or group within Queen's to give us credibility. Then I would reach out across the QUB networks that I'm involved with, such as the Postdoc Society, to help grow that community. We'd organise workshops, meetups and events and start listening to other RSEs to see what the common issues are across the community. Well, what are the benefits of having the fellowship? Well, it provides me with an immediate support community as I work to start up a grassroots level RSE group. It provides me with accountability. I've told you my plan and you can help me stick to it. And it provides us in Northern Ireland with connections to the mainland UK, because we can often feel quite siloed over here. The fellowship status gives me more credibility as I reach out to other staff members within Queen's. The funding will help to organise meetups. Free food and coffee always attract a crowd in Belfast. And the funding will also help for branding to help raise the profile of the group with logos, web pages, stickers and so on. Thank you for listening to me and best of luck with the selection process.